Good morning to all of you. Uh, we are little late, 4 or 5 minutes late, but uh, I I would like to share you. I have already shared you the agenda of today's session. Today is session 4, and you will learn basic probability, which is unit 4. And we have already shared you the Padlet link, and on that Padlet link I uploaded the PPT which you are going to refer today. I also uploaded a case study on Excel with the case study we are going to discuss today. That case study which we will discuss on Excel, a Bolt factory case in which 3 machines are there. That case we will discuss, wherein we will use a concept of probability, and that case we will use the Bayes theorem. So you will learn the Bayes theorem through that case. So that case is already uploaded on the Excel. I think why I have uploaded before in advance, you keep it, download it on your machine. When I will do it from my side, you also do it along with me. So that's why I have already uploaded an Excel of Bayes theorem or probability calculation. We also uploaded on the Padlet the quiz of today's session. Today at the end of this session, as per our past practice, we used to do self-test quiz, online quiz. So online quiz link I have already uploaded on the Padlet. All of you can you have to download when I will tell you after at the end of the session. Please go to the quiz at that moment of time, open the Padlet and click the quiz and do it. So I'm going to start the discussion. As all of you are knowing that today you are going to learn a little bit different concept. First session you learned about defining data, then you learned collecting the data, primary and secondary data, and second session you learned organizing the data in the form of tables and charts and visualizing the data. And third session, which was yesterday in the evening afternoon, you learned the analysis, means how one can describe the data, wherein you learned mean, median, mode, and variation. In the variation part, you learned calculating how we can use range calculation, variance calculation, standard deviation calculation, coefficient of variance calculation, and coefficient of correlation calculation. And you also learned how we can calculate using Excel, and also how we can use to explain about the business, and how this analysis is helping us to predict whether my business is a normal business or an abnormal business. Today's concept is a little bit, I'm leaving the analysis part there itself. A new things I'm trying to add, and that is very important in the business. Business is all sort of uncertainty. So people are always looking what is the chance, what is the likelihood, what is the certainty. To understand the business certainty and uncertainty, two important statistical terms or two mathematical terms as a business manager we are using. One, we are using, we used to say what is the chance of getting the market of this particular product. So you will say that the chances of selling this particular product in the market is 30%. So you are saying the chances are in terms of percentage. But the same thing we can say out of one also, and that is called probability. So I'm coming to explain you with the help of PowerPoint. I'm going to share you my screen first, and then we will start the detailed discussion. Coming to, I think all of you can see my screen. Screen is open. This is your basic probability. I'm just sharing you the, yes. Minath? I think all. So welcome back, friends. You have already listened my few minutes before recorded discussion on the PowerPoint, and I explained to you a probability means out of 1 and percentage means out of 100. That much you have learned. Suppose if something is given in 20%, so if you convert the 20% into the probability, it is 20. Always you divide by 100, then it is 0.2 is the probability. We have seen three types of probability today. That is, one is prior probability, empirical probability, and subjective probability, and how to calculate. I have already asked a assignment that what is the probability of getting court cards from the total playing cards. All of you know court cards are king, queen, and jack. And there are 4 different type of cards are there. So how many total court cards are there? 3 into 4. 4 different colors and 3 cards. So 3 into 4 means total court card in the basket of all the playing card is 12. So my probability is total 12 card and total number of card is 52. So 12 by 52 is the probability of getting court card from the total playing card. Now this is all about how we can calculate the probability. Now coming to the next important topic, and the next important topic is events. If you are talking about one event, if you refer the previous example, I asked how a day in a January of a particular year. So in 2020, what is the probability of January days? So 31 divided by 365. So here you are talking about one particular event, January days. So this type of event is called the simple event, one single event. Joint event, if I will ask what is the probability of getting January as well as the Wednesday. So two things are together. So this type of events where you are willing to know the January as well as the Wednesday. This type of event in 2020. This type of event is called joint event. So what is the probability of getting January and Wednesday both in 2020? So in a January, how many Wednesdays are possible? So 4 weeks means 4 and out of 365. So this is the joint probability of January and Wednesday. So probability of January and Wednesday is 4 upon 365. Similarly, what is the probability of not getting January and Wednesday from the whole 2020? So that the probability is P complementary January and Wednesday. So you just out of all the Wednesday and January, you only 4 Wednesday. So out of 52 weeks, you subtract 4 Wednesday. So you will get with 48. So 48 by 365 is the probability of not all the events that are not the part of January and Wednesday. So you have learned in this PowerPoint 3 type of events are there: simple event, joint event, and complement of event. I asked this problem. I asked in the beginning that what is the probability of getting 5 from this all dice. So you told 1 by 6. What is the probability of getting all the court cards in the 52 cards? I have already explained 12 by 52. So this is certainly some examples are given. You have the contingency table. If you have 2 columns of data, you have to tabulate with the help of a contingency table. You have already learned the session 1. And in this, if I will ask you what is the probability of getting January and Wednesday 4 and total is 365, so you can get the probability of January, and I have told you can use the contingency table 4 by 365, like that you can calculate. So you have, this is a simple event. Probability of January, probability of Wednesday. So probability of Wednesday is 52 by 366. Probability of January is 31 by. This is a type of simple probability. Then we have to find out the joint probability, January and Wednesday 4 by 365. It is the example of joint probability. This is the example I have given on this PowerPoint. All of you can understand very easily. Then mutually exclusive event, I'm trying to explain you. As you see, January is suppose if I'm telling you that a student has opted economics course and the business statistics course. Some students have only opted economics course, some students have only opted business statistics course, and there are few students who opted business statistics and economics together. So this type of event is possible, but mutually exclusive event says, like if the month January and February both, not a single day you will find January and February, there is no common event you will find, there is no common event you will find which is probability of, what is the probability of January and February. So if I will ask you, you will give the answer. The probability of January and February is 0, because no common event is there between January. No common days is there which is lies in the January as well as in the February. So event in which there is no common event exists, that type of event is called mutually exclusive event. Event that cannot occur simultaneously. So randomly choose a day from 2016, a day of January and day of February is mutually exclusive event. So for a mutually exclusive event, the method is different. For a event where there is no collective exhaustive events are there, this is a collective exhaustive events where some are common, so some common events are there in between the two events, then collectively exhaustive events we can say. So randomly choose a day from 2016, so the possibility is there. So this is all about how we have to find out, how we have to understand about collectively exhaustive event and mutually exclusive event. For finding out the using the collective exhaustive event and mutually exclusive event, we have certain formula which is given in your session unit 4. You refer the probability of joint event A and B, number of outcomes satisfying A and B. Like you have seen January and Wednesday together 4 by 365. So this is the probability of joint event A and B. Computing, this is the formula for computing the, so number of outcomes satisfying A and B and total number of elementary outcome. Computing the marginal probability. If you want to find out the marginal probability, there is a formula which is like this. Probability of January is equal to probability of January and Wednesday plus probability whatever is there, and you add it, where B1, B2, B3 are the exclusive events. So whatever the number of Wednesday, all the 7 days total days, if you have January Wednesday, January Monday, January Tuesday, January, all the 7 days joint event, you add it, you will get the total number of probability of January. So this is called computing the marginal or a simple probability using the joint probability. This method is given here in this PowerPoint. So this is the one example. I have already seen how to calculate the joint probability, how we have to calculate the marginal probability. Marginal probability means what is the probability of Wednesday. So what I have done, the probability of January and Wednesday, probability of not January and Wednesday, I added together. So we got the probability of Wednesday. That is the example of marginal probability, how we have to calculate it. Similarly, in this example, how we can use the general addition rules are there. If the collectively exhaustive events are there, both the things are there, this is January, and common events are there, mathematics, statistics and economics, and there are few who has opted mathematics and statistics together. For that, the general addition rule is mathematics or statistics, PA or B is equal to PA plus PB minus PA and B. So suppose the probability of A, and probability of economics is 0.5, probability of statistics is 0.6, and common probability is 0.1. So you can get the probability of statistics or probability of economics. You can find out by using this formula. This is called general addition rule. Similarly, if the events is mutually exclusive, like January and February days are not a common, so it is a mutually exclusive event. So for that, this is the different formula where P A or B is equal to PA plus PB. This formula are used. Some illustrations are given in this PowerPoint. You can refer it and you will understand what is the how we have to calculate. For example, January or Wednesday, I have calculated here by using the same general addition rule formula. January day, January probability, and Wednesday probability, and then my subtracted January and Wednesday probability. So what is the probability of January or Wednesday? So 79 by 365. The 366, like this we have got it, because January and Wednesday are collectively exhaustive event. It is not a mutually exhaustive event. That's why we used this particular formula and we calculated it. So what is the probability of January or Wednesday in a year? 79 by 365. And how we have calculated it, that I demonstrated here in this PowerPoint slide. Similarly, you can, this is all about how we can how we can use the formula of mutual exclusive event if it is pertaining to the problem is your contingency table, where both the there is no common event in between January and February. In that case, you can use the different mutually addition rules pertaining to mutually exclusive event formula. This is all about how we have to we understood joint probability, marginal probability, and general addition rules for collectively exhaustive event and mutually exhaustive event with illustration. The third important journey of the probability is computing the conditional probability. This is the third journey of this chapter. Fourth is Bayes' theorem. Conditional probability is the probability of one event given that another event has occurred. So for example, if conditional probability is written as P/B, probability of the conditional probability of A given that B has occurred. The formula for finding out the conditional probability of conditional probability of A given that B occurred is P January and Wednesday divided by Wednesday. So you will get the conditional probability that the January A and B occurred. So this is the formula. A probability of A and B is called joint probability. For example, joint probability for January and Wednesday is 4 upon 365. Marginal probability of simple probability A, you are knowing, suppose January probability is 365, 31 by 365, and marginal probability of simple probability of B, marginal probability or simple probability of B. What is the total probability in a year for the Wednesday? So all of you are knowing that how many total Wednesday are there in a year. So total 52 by 365. Let me see. 1 minute, please hold on. Hello. Hello, call me after some time. I'm taking class. Okay. So sometime I'm receiving the call. Maybe the student is facing problem. So this is the way how we can now. What is the conditional probability of January? Conditional probability of January given that B has occurred. So you can see the January and Wednesday. So 4 upon 365 divided by the probability of marginal probability of simple probability of B. How many Wednesday are there in a year? So you can easily find out how many Wednesday 52 weeks are there in a year. So 52 by 365. And then you will get the conditional probability, of January given that B has occurred. So this is the formula you can use and you can find out the conditional probability. Conditional probability is the probability of one event given that another event has occurred. One of the example you will understand in a better way of what is conditional probability with the help of this example of a car. One of the cars on a used car lot, 70% have air conditioning. What is the probability of a car which is having air conditioning? 0.7. 70% means 0.7. And 40% have a GPS. 0.4 is having the GPS in the total lot of car. 20% car is having both, means probability of AC and gas, AC and GPS, both is 0.2. Probability of AC is how much? 0.7. And probability of GPS is how much? It is 0.4. Am I clear? Now, what is the probability that a car has GPS given that it has an AC? Car has GPS. What do you want? You want a conditional probability that car has a GPS. Probability of GPS. What is the probability? What is the chances that a car has a GPS given that condition kya hai? It has an AC. So what would be the formula? Probability of GPS and AC, and it is to be divided by what? Probability of, because AC, given that it has AC, so you have to divide it by AC. Am I right? So now you put the formula. Probability of what is the gas and AC? It is point. Probability gas and AC together is how much? 0.2. And probability of AC is 0.7. So what is your answer here? We have already made the contingency table. 0.2 by 0.7. That is the things you observe, and it is 0.2857. So what is the probability of a car having the GPS given that it has a AC? 0.2857. Am I clear? So what is the meaning of conditional probability that I illustrated with the help of this example? Am I clear? So we have already found out, given AC and conditional probability of the probability of a car which is having the GPS and also having an AC, we got probability of GPS and AC divided by probability of AC. Suppose if I will ask you find out the probability of a car AC car having an GPS. So AC car having an GPS, what we have to do? 0.2 and divide it by G.4. So then you will get the probability of car having an AC with GPS. Am I clear? So this is the way how we are using conditional probability in our day-to-day life. So various rules are there. As you have seen, addition rule. We are also using multiplication rule. In the multiplication rule, the formula is called multiplication rule of two events is called P and B. Probability of P and probability of B. We have already found probability of P and B. You know, conditional probability formula you are already knowing. Probability of A and B divided by probability of B. So if I will ask you what if you simplify this, so probability of A and B is equal to conditional probability of A and B, and probability multiplied by, if you, and this is to be, because this is a denominator, so it will go here. So here you have to multiply by probability of B. So this is the way how we can find out the multiplication rule for two events A and B using the conditional probability formula. If A and B are not independent, so the conditional probability of P and A, condition of A, B also exists is PA, and the multiplication rule become PA into probability of A into probability of B. So how we have learned addition rule, we have learned the different rule. You have a marginal probability, as I have explained in the beginning also. If you want to find out the marginal probability you have of an event A, then you have to add all the different marginal probability together, sum it, you will get the marginal probability of an event A. We have already discussed in the beginning. So this is all about we have learned in this chapter. Now coming to the last topic of the discussion, as I told, Bayes theorem. So we are going to take you to the Bayes theorem, which is given in your book also. So I'm just discarding it. All of you open the Excel sheet now. We completed the discussion. You see here on the Padlet platform, I have. Okay, some of you have faced the difficulty of audio that I can see. All of you have. Sorry to hear from you. But now I have already explained, I will encapsulate also. No issue. All of you have Excel sheet here. Please open this Excel sheet now. All of you, please open the Excel sheet now. I am also opening the Excel sheet now. I think all of you can hear me clearly. Case study. And this is the application of different type of probability journey you have already done. What are the things you have learned? Simple probability, marginal probability, joint probability, addition probability, multiplication probability, and also learned conditional probability, mutually exclusive event and collectively exhaustive events, all the things you have learned today. And on the basis of that, what is there is a case study, and Professor Bayes have given a theorem, and this theorem talks about how to improve your probability, and how if you are already some past prior probability information is given to you, are already knowing three type of empirical probability, prior probability, and subjective probability. If the prior probability is given and some posterior probability information is given to you, you can easily find out the improved probability using Bayes theorem. So we are going to learn Bayes theorem with this case study, and then I will elaborate you. Let us see this case. Please, all of you open it. Suppose a factory ABC is a factory, and in that factory 3 machines are there. X, Y, and Z. Am I clear? And these 3 machines are manufacturing the total bolt, because it is a bolt factory. So total bolt of 20% of the total bolt. Suppose if I will ask you, there are 1 million bolt, 1000 bolt total factory per day this factory is manufacturing. So out of 1200 bolt means 20% is manufactured from machine X. 35% means 350 out of 1000 is manufactured by machine Y, and 45% means 450 bolts out of 1000 per day is manufactured by the Z machine. Am I clear? So in a bolt factory XYZ, machine manufacture respectively 20%, 35% and 45% of the bolt. Am I clear? I converted because it is out of 100, so we have to convert it by out of 1. So I got the prior probability information is given. So it is prior, how we have to got the probability for X machine. The probability for X machine you can easily calculate. Percentage is given to you. So 0.20 equal to sign 20 divided by 100. Am I right? So you got 0.2. So I calculated the prior probability information 0.2, 0.35, 0.45. Am I clear? This is the prior probability information you have. Now another information is given in that of their total output. Total output is 20%, 200, 35, 350 and 450. 8%, 6% and 5% are defective bolt. Suppose if you are manufacturing 200 bolt, so 200 out of 8% of the 200. 8% of 200 means 16 bolts. Am I right? Out of 100, 8% is 8. So out of 200 volt, 20% means 16 volt. So posterior probability is given out of whatever X machine is manufacturing, out of 8% of that is defective. Out of 350 total bolt is manufactured by this factory, and the 6% of 350 is defective, and the 450 you are manufacturing, out of 5% out of 450 are defective. So I converted it into the probability. So 8% is 0.08. Am I right? I divided by 100. 0.06. If you divide by 100, you will get the probability. So posterior probability, this is called posterior probability. So Bayes is saying that if prior probability and posterior probability information is given to us, we can predict the improved probability. So how we can predict? Now we have to find out the joint probability. What is the joint probability? All of you are knowing. We have already learned in the concept journey in the through PowerPoint. Joint probability means prior probability and posterior probability. What is the joint probability here? Both the marginal probability you have to multiply. So if you are multiplying the marginal probability, if you multiply the marginal probability, what will happen here? 0.2. What I have done here, you just see, all of you, I have just done the total you are manufacturing this much, and what is the total out of this? What is the joint probability? Joint probability means I got this one. Am I clear? What I have done is the prior probability and posterior probability I have to multiply. As you know the formula, what is the formula of the joint probability? Conditional probability. Out of what, how many percentage are, how many probability, how many are defective piece from the machine X? 0.08. What is the chances of defective from the machine X? Means probability of A oblique B. Conditional probability is given. And you know the formula. What is the formula you are already learned? What is the formula is there? What formula is there? All of you are knowing. Please tell me. You have already learned this formula, joint probability formula. So I calculated it. Similarly, I added BI into the posterior probability, BZ, and multiplied by the error. So we got it. So what is the total probability? So I added it. I took the sum and added all the joint probability. We got this one. Now in this question, one bolt is drawn at a random from the product and is found defective. Question is, what is the probability that it is manufactured in the machine Z? So now I am going to find out what is the probability that the bolt which is defective is from machine X. What is the probability the bolt which is defective is from machine Y? What is the probability that the bolt which is defective is from machine Z? So the formula, you know, joint probability divided by total joint probability. We have already calculated. This is the given in your Bayes theorem. Joint probability of X divided by total joint probability. What I have done is, what is the joint probability of X? I have already done it. The joint probability of X is this one, machine, and it divided by the total defective probability. So you got this one. Similarly, you can find out joint probability of Y. Joint probability, how many percentage are defective piece which is coming from Y machine. So that you got it from F8 cell and divide by total defective piece. And this many percentage are there. This many percentage are there which is defective from Y. So what is the chance that the defective piece which you picked up randomly is from the Y machine? That is 0.35. Means 0.35 means you have to multiply by 100. So 35% chance is there it is from Y machine. 26% chance, 26.89% chance is there it is from X machine, and 35.29% chance is there it is from Y machine. Now what is the chance that it is from Z machine? So you take the joint probability, the chances that is from Z machine is F9 and divide by total defective chance. So you got that chances that it is from Z machine is 37.81%. So that is the answer we are looking for. So how the Bayes theorem and probability is helping us in solving the business problem that is being illustrated here. Am I clear to all of you? Please do, all of you. Please do this case study. I have already explained you. This case study is already given in your book LMS also. Please read this case study. For Bayes theorem is given. Please go through the Bayes theorem. You have seen what is the application of Bayes theorem. Now before going to the quiz, all of you have to do the quiz part. And I'm just trying to encapsulate what we have learned. We have learned what is probability. Probability means out of 1. We have learned the different type of probability: prior, empirical, and subjective probability. We have seen the various type of event: simple event, joint event, and marginal event. We have seen 2 type of events are possible: mutually exclusive event, there is no common event in between, and collectively exhaustive event. And their pertinent formula for adding mutually exclusive event and the pertinent formula for adding collectively exhaustive event also. You learned how to calculate the joint probability. You learned how to calculate the what is marginal probability, and how marginal probability is supporting us to find out the simple probability. That also you learned. You learned conditional probability with example, with case study, and what is the use of conditional probability in our day-to-day business. That also you learned. And finally, we explained you a very important theorem. Day-to-day life we are using Bayes theorem for improving our business probability chances with the prior probability and the posterior probability information, and we learned using this case study which is given on your Excel sheet, and all these things are uploaded. This is the right time. All of you please go to the quiz. I am just taking you to the quiz now. All of you please click the quick button on the you just what is the all of you can see here. Bayes theorem I have already explained. Some of you have Abhishek Kumar is asking here, what is the difference between exclusive event and independent event? Very nice question. I am going to explain you. Mutually exclusive event means, suppose if I will ask you, is any common day is there between January and February? January and February, there is no common event exist. If I will tell you that is there any days common between 2019 and 2020? No. But if I will ask, so it is a mutually exclusive event. Am I clear? No common event is between the 2 events. And if I will say collectively exhaustive event, means there is a common event. Okay, so another question is coming from private. Okay, please explain probability again, as your voice was muted. Okay, so probability, once again I am trying to explain you the probability. Probability means out of 1. If I will take you to the PowerPoint slide, all of you please open the Padlet. I will explain you what is the I am opening it. All of you please open the quiz button is there. If you click the loading, sometime you cannot able to load it. Got it? All of you please click this quiz now. I am going to explain. Some of you have asked what is probability. Probability means, what is the answer? Which one is the correct answer? Probability means out of 100 or out of 1. If I will say 20%, then you will see it is a percentage. And if 0.2 means probability. Some of you have asked, please explain probability once again. So probability means all of you can answer. Type of probability. What are the types of probability is there? Prior, empirical, subjective, all of these. Which one is the correct answer? All of you click. Probability of the occurrence, that you can say number of way in which the event occur divided by total number of possible outcomes. What is the answer? So we have given here the 5 questions. All of you please go through all the 5 questions and answer all these 5. This quiz is given to you. Before this quiz, all of you please do. And in between, I can see Abhishek is asking a question. I request all of you, I can see here some questions is coming on the Padlet. Abhishek, whenever you write, like Vidhi is writing her name, Vidhi Agrawal, Abhishek is writing their name. So must write your name. Don't write anonymous, right? It is giving some different type of feeling, not a closeness. All of you are working in a group. What is the difference between group and crowd? Group means we all have the same objective. Here everyone is having the same objective. I could not hear through the session and I am new. Okay, can you hear me now? Yes or no? Tell me. Yeah, somebody is writing anonymous. Please don't write anonymous. You must write your name, your roll number, because you are in a group. You are not a crowd member. So people who is having a different objective and join the class, they are the member of the crowd. They don't have the objective to become a business manager or to learn the business statistics. So they are the member of the crowd. But because you people are the member of the group, you must write your name before asking any question. Some of you have asked a question. Please explain probability once again, and for that purpose I am taking you to the PowerPoint where I can write also. I will take few more minutes. Some of you lost the journey. I am trying to explain here. All of you can see now. Here I am keeping, all of you see. Suppose if you have a basket, right, and 100 fruits are there. How many fruits are there? 100 fruits. All of you can hear me now? All of you can hear me? No. I am sharing you. I am sharing you the screen. All of you can hear me? Right on the Padlet. I am sharing you the screen to all of you. PowerPoint. Can you see all of you? There are 100. Oh yes, now you can see. 100 fruits are there. I'm stopping it. Now, suppose you have 100 fruits here. Out of these 100, 20 are mango. All of you can see now. So, how many percentage of fruits are mango in this basket? You can easily see 20%. Am I right? Suppose 500 fruits are there and out of 520 are the mango. So what is the total percentage of fruits which is mango? So 20 divided by 500 into 100 you have to do it. Am I right? So how much is this? Who will say? 4%? Am I clear? So percentage means out of 100. Out of 100, you can say it is percentage. Now, if something you explain out of 1, suppose here out of 500 fruits you have 20 mango, so total 4% are mango in the fruit basket. So out of 1, how many mangoes are there? So what you have to do then? 4 out of, suppose 4 out of total 100, then you have 4. So total 1, then you have how much? 4 by 100. So how much is this? Who will say? 0.04. So what is this 0.04 out of 1 you got it. So this is called probability, and probability is represented by a symbol P. Am I clear? So probability of mango in the basket, P bracket M, is how much? Who will say? 0.04. So anything which is given in the form of percentage, can all of you convert it into probability? Can all of you convert it into probability? Yes. How? You divide it by 100. Am I clear? So that is why we have learned this is probability. And if you refer this probability is the numerical value representing the chances, likelihood, and what is the chances that if you pick one fruit from this basket, 500 fruits are there, what is the chances that if you pick one fruit from the basket that is a mango, what is the chance? The chances is that 0.04. So what is the lowest value of probability? If there is no chance, there is no mango inside the basket, the probability is represented by a symbol P. So probability of mango, we can say if no mango is there inside the basket, so probability is 0. So the probability lowest value is 0 and certainty is there, means all 500 are mango. Then what is the probability? Probability is equal to probability of mango in the basket is 100%. Am I clear? Understood what is probability? I tried my best to, you have to understand probability in very simple way. Suppose if you have a playing card, how many total playing cards are there? 52. And out of 52, if I will find, if I will ask you, what is the chance if you pick one card, what is the chance of getting king? So how many kings are there in the playing card? All of you know there are 4 different colors are there in the playing card. So what is the probability of getting king? So one king is there and of 4 different colors. So total probability, total king in my playing card is 4 and total card is 52. So probability formula for finding out the probability is x upon t. The number of ways you can find out, you can see in the next slide which is given. The formula, number of ways in which the event occurs. So number of ways is 4 and total number of possible outcome is 52. So the probability of getting king from the all type of playing card, total playing card is 4 by 52. If you divide 4 by 52, you will get a value between 0 and 1. It is inside the basket. Upper cut is 0, lower cut is 0, and upper cut is 1. And I have explained you the different type of probability, prior probability, empirical probability, and subjective probability in the PowerPoint. If you are calculating the probability based on the prior knowledge, it is a prior probability. If you are calculating the probability in the based of by using the mathematical formula, what is the probability of getting probability that you have find the probability of selecting a male taking statistics. So you have calculated total male taken statistics is 84 and total number of people is 439. So you calculated 84 total and total people is 439. You divided it and this is the way we used to calculate the empirical probability. And subjective probability means it is no formula is there. It based on your feeling, perception and experience. Suppose if I will ask you what is the probability of success of selling a new product in the market, you can say based on your experience that 60% is there. Here you are not using any prior knowledge. Here you are not using your empirical formula for calculating. It is based on your experience. So type of probability is of 3 types. Remaining part, I think all of you have already learned: simple event, joint event, everything I explained to you, how to calculate the simple probability, how to calculate the joint probability, what is mutually exclusive event, collectively exclusive event, how to find the conditional probability, and what is the Bayes theorem. Everything I explained. With this, I am concluding in advance the journey of your probability. Next class, we will discuss the two different type of probability distribution: discrete probability and continuous probability. With this, I am concluding your Sunday session. Enjoy your day and learn using the things which I have shared to you. Engage yourself and learn yourself. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I am just stop the sharing. Please do the quiz and submit it so that I can evaluate you. And I'm just stopping, ending the session. Thank you. Bye.